Hello again, welcome to week 9. So it's Monday and that marks the start of the final 4 weeks before I return to the Steaming to the Coast route. The last 8 weeks I've been focusing on easy running, consistency and rebuilding my fitness. But now there's a part of me that wonders just how much of a difference that has made. Yeah, and I'm starting to get curious. I think that's the most frustrating thing about this easy running approach, is you never really know how much progress you're making. Yeah, and I think the signs are probably just a little more nuanced, just a little bit smaller. And it took me 8 weeks to realise that. Yeah, and then I surprised myself on that hilly long run and a few of the controlled sessions. But how that'll translate into results at the end of those 12 weeks, I really don't know. Okay, there we go, 7k to start the week. Perfect conditions, lovely cold breeze, really refreshing. Yeah, so I'm just looking to learn the lessons of last week and not jumble things around too much. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with the controlled session and hopefully a bit more of a relaxed end to the week. Yeah, so today's session is 5x7 controlled. These are fastly becoming my favourite part of the week because they're an opportunity to run a bit faster and see where my fitness is at. Over the last 8 weeks, there's been lots of easy running. So these sessions are a good time to check in with myself as well, see how I feel. And they're the only real kind of indicator I've got of how this whole plan's going. Yeah, I felt a little bit stiff on that. Don't think the legs are quite firing yet. But we've just got 90 seconds recovery now. Straight back into the second rep and hopefully feeling a little bit better. Okay, that felt much better. Yeah, maybe even a little too quick on that, but legs have definitely loosened up. Yeah, I think just time for a quick drink before the next one. That's 2 down, 3 to go. Whew. Yeah, took a little more effort on that one. Feeling a little bit of strain in the knees towards the end of that one. No pain or anything, just feeling the session. Yeah, so we're over halfway now. 2 more to go. Yeah, let's get it done. Okay, rep 4 done. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing is the consistency of these reps. I'm hovering around 455 on all of them. Yeah, so 1 more to go. Just time for a quick drink and then on to the final rep. There we go, final rep complete. Yeah, legs were tiring a bit towards the end of that one, but controlled breathing, heart rate feels okay. Yes, all in all, a successful controlled session. Yeah, one thing I've noticed recently is that itch to do more, to push a little harder, to go a little faster. And I keep having to remind myself of why I'm doing this block. It is to build consistency. Yeah, to sort of build that engine, build that foundation for future work. And I think these sessions scratch that itch to a certain degree. But there's a part of me who wants to know what I'm truly capable of. Here we are again for the second easy run of the week. 7k today. Yeah, feeling really good after Tuesday's controlled sessions. It was just one of those that kind of makes you feel really positive about where you're going and what you're building. And I think that's kind of where that itch feeling I talked about comes along, where I just want to push myself a little bit harder. Yeah, there's only a few weeks left now before I go back to the Steventon to the Coast route again. And as I said, part of me would love to sort of add that intensity because I'm curious to see what I can do. But another part of me also knows that consistency is what's got me here. Yeah, so I think for now I'm choosing patience. That benchmark run will come soon enough. And I'd rather arrive there knowing that I've trusted the process rather than wondering what would have happened if I changed direction. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there for today. That's 7k done. And back for the final run of the week on Sunday. Hello and welcome to Sunday's long run. So just looking to get 16k done today. It's the final run of week 9, and looking back it's probably been more about the mental side of running rather than the physical side. Wednesday's control session just reminded me how much I enjoy running when there's just a little bit of purpose, but it also highlighted that constant battle between wanting to do more and sticking to the plan. I think I've realised that trusting the process isn't just about running easy. It's about making the conscious decisions and choosing not to chase every feeling. Yeah, and just not to change the plan just because one session goes well. Trying to remember that I've set out this 12-week plan for a reason, and that's to build consistency. So yeah, I think it's important to acknowledge those feelings, but at the same time, it doesn't mean you've got to react every time. I don't know if I will end up putting this in, but I think it does have an impact on my training. Yeah, over the last couple of weeks, I think I've been putting a bit too much pressure on myself around the YouTube side of things. I think I'm over that initial phase of just building consistency, going out and getting it done, but I'm finding myself more and more worrying about what the quality of the videos are like. Yeah, I think that's a dangerous place to be, really. I know these videos aren't going to be sort of cinema quality. So yeah, I think for now it's just important for me to keep going out, not worry too much about the views, not worry too much about how it looks. That was kind of the whole point of me doing this, was to sort of break free of the shackles of worrying about what people think. But yeah, for the people that do comment and watch, yeah, really appreciate that, and you do keep me going, so thank you. We're only 3 weeks away now from going back to the Steaming to the Coast route, and I still genuinely don't know what to expect. And maybe that's one of the more exciting things about the whole experiment. Yeah, maybe not having a target in mind will help. Maybe targets can sort of hold you back sometimes if you've got it so set in your head. But I've tried really hard not to chase the numbers over these last weeks, and just trying to sort of trust in the process. Okay, so there we go, 16k done. Lovely long run to end the week. Always sort of clears my head and prepares me for the next week. Yeah, so we've done just over 40k, which is the longest I've done for quite a while. But we're going to keep building that over the next couple of weeks before heading back to Steaming to the Coast. Yeah, so thanks again for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated as always, and we will see you next week.